Alright, what's going on guys? Fortminer back at it again, and here for another video for you guys for today. And then here for another audio video, and yes, another Impact review for you guys for today. And I was able to, check out Impact for this week. And again, I am liking the build to Destination X. Of course, we got some new guys and as well some of the former X Division guys coming back in and looking to have a chance to be at the pay-per-view, which is Destination X. And so far the build has been actually good so far, and I'm actually looking forward for the pay-per-view. Things are looking so far looking to be a good pay-per-view as of late, especially with some of the matches and some of the guys coming back in. It's good to see some of the former X Division guys looking to come back, but I will get into that later on. But overall, with Impact last night, you know what? I thought overall it was a good show, and we saw some good things. Some things I didn't really care for that much, but overall, I thought Impact was a good show. So not wasting any much more time, let's get on right into what we did get to see and kick things off. And yes, we did kick things off with Hulk Hogan coming out, pretty much calling out Mr. Anderson. Anderson coming out and basically Hulk Hogan, wanting Mr. Anderson to come join Immortal and, to help him out with this whole matchup with Sting and everything, in a few weeks, if I'm not mistaken, at the July 14th show, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it is. And Mr. Anderson pretty much, backing out of that deal and wanting really nothing to do with Immortal and pretty much saying he can deal with Sting on his own, and Sting as well, comes out and interrupts the promo here and pretty much takes a shot at Hulk Hogan and takes him out with the baseball bat and pretty much sending Anderson a message, to the match and his rematch and everything and stuff like that. So, with Sting's whole new gimmick now, with the whole Joker gimmick, I'm not really that much into it. It's kind of weird seeing Sting like that, for me as of late. So maybe in time I'll get used to it and, have a different opinion on it. But as of right now, I don't really like the whole Joker gimmick too much. But that's what pretty much, started things out for Impact with that. Also, we have Bubba Ray coming out as well, having enough of, with Sting trying to attack Hulk Hogan and making the match pretty much for later on in the night with Sting and having Sting go against Scott Steiner, which is for the main event, and I'll actually get into that later on. So that's it when it comes with that promo. Next match, we have first matchup of the night. We have Samoa Joe taking on Devon, and where I thought, Samoa Joe had this matchup won, but, it wasn't that bad of a match. It was actually pretty good. Running things down when we did get to see, the test of strength here, the rear naked choke, as well as the left hands by Samoa Joe trying to take out Devon. We see the kick to the head, the high knee by Samoa Joe as well. We see a spear, which was, I believe, is done by Devon, which is pretty interesting. The clothesline as well. But in the end, Devon does come back and takes out Samoa Joe and advances, which I believe is for the Bound for Glory series in this one. So, it's kind of disappointing Samoa Joe didn't get the win here, but Devon ends up, walking away and winning that match. Next match, we have the triple threat matchup between the returning, that's right, Low-Ki coming back, and as well Jimmy Wang Yang, and as well as a newcomer, I believe, that is Matt Bentley. Haven't really seen too much of him, but, it's good to have Jimmy Yang and as well Low-Ki coming back, looking to have a chance to go on to Destination X and be at the pay-per-view. I thought this was a good match, good back and forth, fast-paced match, running things down on what we did get to see here. The high drop kick, everyone getting involved. We see, good stuff by all the competitors here. We see the high cross body as well as the super kick by Matt Bentley. We see a pretty sick, I believe high cross body, which is done by Jimmy Yang as well, to the outside, to both guys pretty much. So that was actually pretty sick there. We see, kicks by, Low Key as well, and a couple things by Matt Bentley, as well as the Gutbuster, and as well as Warrior's Way, which actually helps Low Key get the win here and advances into, the X Division pay-per-view pretty much. So it's good to see Low Key and Jimmy Yang back as well wrestling, so that was good to see with that. So congrats to Low Key, and hopefully maybe getting a shot at the X Division Championship. Who knows? We'll see. But that's it when it comes to that. So that was a good match. Alright, the next match we got here, we got the 6 Knockouts Tag Team match. We got Winter, Angelina Love, and Madison taking on Mickie James, Miss Tessmacher, and as well as Tara. And this was an elimination style 6 Knockouts Tag Team match. And this was good too as well. We see pretty much everyone getting involved in this match, and it came down to a 2-on-1, pretty much, 3-on-1 handicap match, at the end as well. We have Miss Tessmacher and as well Tara getting eliminated towards the beginning, but pretty much running things down what we did get to see here. Obviously, the hair toss, the Luthers by Mickie James as well, the right hands, everyone getting involved. Obviously, the STO, a couple of, double team moves by Angelina Love and as well as Winter in this match. We see the Northern Lights suplex, the standing moonsault by Tara. We see as well like a tarantula type move. I believe Tara used that before, so it's, very rare that we get to see that, so that was actually pretty cool to see. Like I mentioned, it went to a 3-on-1 handicap match to a 2-on-1 handicap match. Mickie really proving that she can, pretty much, fight on her own, even though Tara and Miss Tessmacher were out, towards the end there. We see Winter and as well as Angelina Love trying to take out Mickie here, but Mickie coming back with the mid-kick as well as the Mickie DDT for the win, and that's right, Mickie's team comes back for the win, which I was actually happy about, and I was a little bit nervous on Mickie almost just about losing that match, so it was good to see Mickie James for her team coming back with the win. So that was a good elimination tag team matchup. Right after that, we have another promo. We had the Destination X contract signing with AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels, and pretty much, making sure that if this match is truly going to happen, and Daniels really wants this match to happen, and me too. Actually, I would like this match to happen at Destination X, and I'm actually looking forward for it. So it should be a good match to see. Then we have interruption here by Jerry Lynn, and with this whole thing saying that he built this as a group with the former X Division guys, and this whole thing where um, also as well RVD coming out saying he was X Division before it was X Division, and this thing pretty much becoming a fatal four-way, not at the pay-per-view, but for next week's Impact. I was kind of nervous that it was going to be a fatal four-way for the pay-per-view, but that's not the case. We will see the fatal four-way next week on Impact, which should be good. I'm kind of looking forward for that, so that should be, a good match when it comes to that. So that's it with that one. Right after that, we have a matchup, AJ Styles against Gunner, and I believe this is for the Bound for Glory series, if I'm not mistaken as well. This was, pretty good. Wasn't really into it too much. I was actually, pulling for AJ on this one, running things down where we did get to see, the kick to the head here, the running knee, and Gunner actually pulling off some interesting moves here, and, actually trying to, pull some moves and try to take out AJ. We see the Pele kick by AJ Styles, the drop kick, as well as the suicide dive, pretty sick move there by AJ Styles, the clothesline, and in the end, Gunner, yes, does get the defeat on AJ Styles, which I was pretty disappointed about. I was looking for AJ as well to pick up the win, but, it was a pretty good match for what it was worth. So that's it when it comes to that. Moving along, then we had the main event. We had Sting taking on Scott Steiner, and this was pretty good. I wasn't really into it, that much, but running things down on what we got to see in the main event. See the brawl before the bell. by Scott Steiner to Sting, trying to take out Sting in this one, and getting pretty much payback, if you will, for trying to take out Hulk Hogan. You see the clothesline here, the elbow drop as well, pretty much by Scott Steiner. You see the stops as well as the big boot and the face plant. Also, as well, we did get to see the big splash, the STO, and yes, the sharpshooter. Also followed by the Northern Lights suplex. In the end, Sting does yes get the defeat on Scott Steiner, and that's what pretty much ends it and closed it there for Impact. So overall, I gotta say Impact was good. I was pretty much into it. Some things I didn't really necessarily like about the show, but overall I thought it was a good show, and I might be reviewing next week's Impact depending on how that's gonna go too as well. So stay tuned for that. So in here for yes another rare Impact reveal. Also, got one more update for you guys, and there won't be a Destination X, preview show, but there will be a Money in the Bank preview show, which will be on my channel. So stay tuned for that, and I will have more updates going into the Money in the Bank preview show, which will actually be as well in the Hot Seat Live. So it's gonna be one hell of a show. Look for more updates on that soon. So hopefully you guys can be a part of that. So that would be most likely on my channel, and that about does it for this week's Impact review. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. What are your guys' thoughts on Destination X? What are you looking forward for the pay-per-view? What you liked about the show? What you didn't like about the show? What are you looking forward for in the pay-per-view? And stuff like that. And that about does it for this week's review. And as always, I will talk to you guys later on. Peace.